In March, a group of hackers said they'd breached 150,000 security cameras inside hospitals, companies, police departments, prisons, and schools. How? Someone left the username and password for an administrator account with access to them all publicly exposed on the internet. It resurfaced an important question among experts, academics, and consumers alike. Why is everyone still so terrible at password security? We still live in a world where the most popular password compromised in data breaches is, wait for it, 123456. It's closely followed by password, and then usually by something of a hybrid of the two, password 1, or sometimes ABC 123. It's quite possible that at some point in this video I'm going to read out one of your passwords. But don't worry, I want to use this opportunity to help you perform a bit of spring cleaning on your personal security and take away something that you could possibly argue with your employer about. Every year, several security companies publish lists of the most popular terrible passwords people are still using, and every year there's actually very little change among the worst offenders. Here are some of the most popular ones. Picture 1, 12345678, 111 111, 123 123, and I love you, all one word. The reason people choose bad passwords or share them with colleagues and friends is because the more terrible they are, the easier they tend to be to remember. That also makes them super simple for attackers to try against your email address or username on a website or an app, since the chances are it won't take more than a few attempts before one of them matches up. This is part of the reason why many companies insist on their employees changing their passwords regularly. But if this is too frequent, it can lead to workers being frustrated and having to come up with new ones, and instead attaching a 1 or a 2 or a 3 at the end of an old one in order to get back into their system. Or if they're forced to come up with a really complex one, maybe they'll write it down and stick it on the side of their monitor. This is a pretty terrible idea. So much so that Microsoft actually got rid of a password expiration policy in Windows and said in a support document in 2019 that, quote, periodic password expiration is an ancient and obsolete mitigation of very low value. So what are the alternatives? Security experts say that using a password manager like LastPass or NordPass, or a built-in one like iCloud Keychain on Apple devices, is the best of the simple ways. These can automatically generate complex passwords and store them for you, tightly encrypted, then autocomplete login forms whenever you run into them on a website or an app. Honestly, it's actually a lot simpler than it sounds and can be faster than typing even a bad password by hand. When you can, you should switch on two-factor authentication. That's where you log in and get a text sent to your phone to confirm that it's you trying to log into a service. It's not a foolproof system. It was exploited in order to hijack several high-profile Twitter accounts in 2020, for instance, but it's better than not having it on at all. Finally, at the very least, if your password contains words or something you can speak out loud easily, it's probably too insecure to be using. Adding numbers between letters, some dashes, exclamations, ampersands, or other symbols will at least offer a slight bump in security that you should hopefully still be able to remember. Anything would be better than some of the other popular entries in the world's most popular compromised passwords, which include QWERTY123, Welcome, Princess, Monkey, and my personal favourite because of someone very well known who once used it, Trust No One. Now I'm just scratching the surface here, and I'll come to biometrics and the future death of the password later this year. In the meantime, I'll look forward to hearing how you keep your passwords secure in the comments on social media. I'll look forward to talking to you there. For Quicktake in London, I'm Nate Lanxon, and I've been Technically Speaking.